Good morning. Good morning. Wow, everybody jumped in here quick this morning. Michael, Ken, Alex, MK Roos, Jeff, Ziegler. Good to have all of you here. Good morning. Good morning. Wednesday. I had to look at my calendar to even know what day it was. ENSV. There's some news pop up on this one this morning. Announces an agreement to acquire accredited energy logistics business to diversify the company. ENSV. It's up 45% right now. Good morning, Scott. And today is Fed Day. Powell will be speaking today. I'm guessing the markets are going to be a little bit sluggish this morning until we hear what Mr. Fed has to say. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Scott and Richard. Jeremy, Bruce. Good morning. So, what do we got moving here? ENSV. Good morning, Tracy. ENSV popped a little bit on this news. Morning, Peter. It's up about 33%. It was just at 50%, so it's come down quite a bit here. Looks like it's moving back in the other direction, however. So ENSV, a little bit of news there. Apparently they're acquiring another business to help diversify the company, so that should provide a little boost for it, and so far it has. We're up 52% right now. Volume is coming in. Morning, Ken. We really don't have any other news. Oh boy. All right. What do we got going on? ENSV, I'll keep saying that. As long as it's going up, we'll keep paying attention to it. It's up 70% now. ENSV. Then we've got TPST, price target change on that one. ENSV up 73% now, 83% now. It's moving up very, very quickly. Closed at 20 cents yesterday. And this morning, after this news came out, it popped up very quickly here to 36 cents. This news that popped this up is about 5 minutes old. So it's not been out very long. Unfortunately, they didn't wait until 7 o'clock for most of us to be able to jump into it. Of course, unless you have a Webull account or a trading platform that allows you to trade very, very early in the morning. go back and sort by volume. Now, of course, we've got ETAO. A bunch of you made money on that one yesterday. ETAO in after hours market yesterday. We caught that one. The Wolfpack called that stock out as soon as it started moving in after hours. That stock was around 16 cents when that stock started moving. And it managed to climb all the way to 80 cents. So that was a massive, massive run on that stock. It's still up 213%. Closed at 55, closed after hours at about 54 cents, almost 55 cents. Now it's only at 44 cents right now, but still up. Very, very nice. OBLG, that was another one. We talked about that one yesterday in after hours. There's another runner from after hours. Again, Wolfpack called this one out in after hours, and it went from 14 cents. What did it manage to hit yesterday? 14 cents, and it hit 25 cents. So almost 100% runner on that one. It's still up 63%, so it's still doing really very well. Good morning, Edwin. So there are a couple that are moving pretty nice. TSHA, another one from after hours last night. We actually had several after hours runners yesterday. Didn't feel like it because they were so spread out and they ran really quick initially when the news came out, and then they flattened out, and so it didn't have the feel of a really fantastic after hours yesterday. But we actually did have quite a few good runners. TSHA was one of them. That went from 229, and it looks like it topped off at about $3.21. So it also had an absolutely beautiful run yesterday in after hours. And I know the Wolfpack made money on all three of those because I remember seeing some comments from people that had jumped into those and was making some money on them. I know everybody was a little bit gun shy yesterday in after hours. But let's hope we get a nice runner here this morning. And good morning to you. It's Wednesday morning. Darn good starting in already this morning. I always count on you to keep me smiling, darn good. Bruh. I think the first time I ever heard that expression, bruh, first time I ever heard the expression, bruh, was, I think I was in Hawaii. That was a real common phrase in Hawaii with the locals. Look at ENSV on that news. 92% now. Oh, there's a runner. I hope you guys were able to get into that this morning. That news has not been out very long. What a great freaking run. Holy cow. That news has been out for 11 minutes now, and it's run 92% already in 11 minutes. Really great runner. Long hold stock recommendations. Off the top of my head, no, I don't have any long holds. I do mostly day trading. Um, wouldn't take me too long to do a little research and find a couple of good long holds. Right now, I'm kind of liking Works, WORX. That one's been on a steady uptrend since February, about mid-February. That one's been climbing every day. That stock has been climbing, and it really took a boost um, yesterday. It really, really boosted up. Um, we'll see where it goes today, but man, it's been a nice steady climb. Definitely a nice swing trade. Yeah, the first time I heard bruh used was in Hawaii. And then it became really popular on the TV show with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Remember that show, Dog the Bounty Hunter? He used that term a lot. And it really caught on after he started using it on that show. But I can remember locals in Hawaii using that term, that expression, back in '83. Fish and chips, ENVS 32 to 39 with 25,000 shares. Great start. Awesome. That is awesome. Love seeing that. Last year I lost so much. Sorry to hear that, John. It's tough when you have a year like that where you lose so much. ETAO up 211%. It might get back up to where it closed at in after hours. Yeah, it does trade during pre-market. It is trading. And it will pull back. It will pull back. That seems to be its MO. Pulls back, climbs up early pre-market. So I would wait for a nice pullback on it. But yeah, it does trade during, and it's a micro float, meaning it has less than 1 million shares of public float. So when it moves pretty violently. It can move, and of course that means it can move down very violently as well. Good morning, Linnell. It's won't let you buy it right now. It's just queuing an order. Um, is there a possibility that your order ticket that you put in, you didn't have um, pre-market specifically entered on your order ticket? That's very possible. You have to make sure that your order ticket says extended hours on it. Mike's announces distribution and licensing agreement for singing machine product sales in the Republic of China. That's on Mike's, MICS, and that is on a micro float list. So keep an eye on that one, on Mike's. And nothing else at the 7 o'clock news dump is moving. We've got IMUX gets an allowance for a calcium patent application. So it's just an application. Nothing to see there. IPA acquires Catera instrument to enhance antibody discovery and bolster its AI developments. That's on IPA. That one boosted up just a little bit on that press release. So we've got IPA and we've got MICS. Both getting a little bit of a bump here because of a press release. So we like those. IPA and MICS. MICS is on the micro float list, meaning it has less than 1 million shares on its public float. We like those. Morning, Alex. Clicking through these. All right. Alex, it is 7:04. 7:04 in the morning here. You must be on mountain time. If it's 4:03, bright and early for you. I know that's early. But that's when the markets are open, so we gotta play their game here. ENSV 43%, IPA it's up about $1.70 here. It's up about 17, 18%, 19%, 21%. Mike's is still going sideways. It bumped up on the news a little bit and then went sideways. It's not getting any volume at all. But IPA is. Let's continue reading news here. EVAX, price target. VIGL has a new medical officer. CELC, financial report. So nothing there. TGL, take a look at that one. Look at TGL. TGL. That bumped up pretty good. Nice little pullback here on TGL. Let's see how far it pulls back. Back down to 517, 515 on the bid. TGL. This is also a micro float. TGL. This is on our micro float list. This is right back down to where it started at 579. TGL. Take a look at that one. This one could bounce right back up to where it was at. So it just dipped down to 475 and gave you a really nice shot at picking some up in the high fours. Now let's see if it gets back up to 6. Now we're back up to 502. Yes. That's exactly what it stands for. Darn good. Take a look at TGL. You could have got some of that at 475 to 480. Let's take a look at some more press releases here. TNGX, price target change. Save. Charles took TGL from 483 to 587. Good man. Yes, they are on our micro float list, Nick. Now I gave you Wolfpack was hollering out TGL on that first initial climb, and then it pulled back from 650. It pulled back all the way to 475, and that's when I gave it to you. You could have gotten it relatively easy between 475 and conservatively 485. And then it just popped to 565. Could have been a very nice, very quick in and out for you on that one. We'll see where that one decides to end up today. Nice little trade there, though. $560. How many of you took advantage of TGL on that pullback? Beach says it's 12:05 a.m. Where are you at, Beach? That it is 12:05 a.m. Let's look at Path. We got another press release here on Path. Price target change. T-Bone got some at 490, still holding. Lynn took advantage of that pullback. Keep in mind that is a micro float, so that one could really go nicely. MK Roos or M Cruz TGL from 498 to 567. Wolfpack is making money this morning. That's what it's all about. Locking in your profits. Take advantage of these things. I always tell you, these stocks don't give a darn about you. And you have to have the same attitude towards them. Use them and abuse them, get your money out of them, and move on. ETAO pulling back hard. That was up well over 200%. We got ETAO, MK Reese, we got that one in after hours yesterday. And we got it right when it started moving. And it was an absolutely beautiful trade. We took that stock from 16 cents all the way to 71 cents. That was a monster. Look at TGL back up to 607. Please tell me that you are locking in profit. Please tell me you are locking in profit. Please, please, please. 630, 628. Oh my. Beach, are you still here with us? Where are you at that it's that early in the morning? TGL now at 626. Jeremy in TGL at $5.12 and rode it up to 621. What a beautiful Nick, 502 to 628. Locking in profit. You guys are killing it this morning already. 646 now on TGL. $652. We just hit $655 on TGL. You guys are locking in profit, I hope. Gino Z, Hawaii. TGL at 691, 7. Please tell me you are locking in profit as this thing goes up. All right, let's look at some more. TSHA raised to $7. Price target. ECX. David, TGL, 587 to 695 on 1,000 shares. Ken, 510 to 615. David, 487 to 625. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's how you do it. What a way to start out your morning. ACB press release. Aurora Cannabis achieves Australia's TGA GMP certification. So that's fluff news. We don't want fluff news. Peter, TGL, 488 to 703. Hit his price target and out he went. Oh, worth the price of admission on that one stock. I said yesterday in after hours, we hope we get one today. We only need One. Only need one to make you smile all day long. SYRS, press release, fourth quarter financials. Yeah, Mike's is not moving. It got stuck. It went sideways. It popped up on the news and then went sideways. No volume on that stock at all. No volume whatsoever. Watching for news here. Maybe we can get us a fresh one. Looks like Sheila and Kathy are hard at work over on YouTube. They are some moderators that we have over there, and they are hard at work knocking them out. Oh, that is good stuff. A little rot gut first thing in the morning. ACB. Aurora Cannabis has received Good Manufacturing Practice certification from Australia's Therapeutic Goods Administration for its Canadian product facilities. And that's good news for the company, but I don't suspect that's going to move the stock price much. Pot stocks have really kind of lost their luster here in the last year or so, 6 months. I can remember when pot stocks were absolutely on fire. For a good solid week, they were just absolutely on fire, and everybody was making a ton of money on those things. But it seems they have kind of lost their luster. People don't really jump into those things anymore. At least not retail traders and pre-market, not like they used to. No, I haven't picked up any more FRGT, Jeremy. Haven't picked up any in a while. It'll have to drop down quite a bit more than what it is. It's sitting right at a support level right now on FRGT. So I'm going to see if it breaks below that support level and drops even lower. But it'll have to come down a little bit. We got TGL back to 685. Let's see if we can get it back above 7. Anybody on YouTube making money on TGL? Did anybody take advantage of that dip down to the 475 to 480 range? Yes, that's the way it appears to me, Jeremy. It appears to be right at that 4. If we pull back on the monthly chart, it hit 143 once, 144 a couple of times. But 145 seems to be the support. We'll see if it can hold that, or if it's going to tank even more. Let's take a look at TME press release. Price target raised on that one. And that's fluff. We don't spend a lot of time on price target changes. There was a time back, 6-7 years ago, when a price target changed, especially if the price target got moved up, those would move the ticker. A price target change, if it was a significant change in price target, retail traders would jump into those and push those tickers up. It was pretty fun because those come out a lot. So there was always something running. But I think retail is wised up to those, and they don't jump into those like they used to. USAS press release. America's Gold and Silver Corporation announces a private placement up to $6.5 million money-wise. That's going to tank that stock price for sure. Yeah, not so much anymore. People don't pay attention to price targets anymore, which is unfortunate because they come out a lot. I get 10, 12 of those a day, and or more. And it's too bad they don't move the ticker like they used to, because when you're in a bull market and those things are moving prices, man, you make money all over the place. 698 on TGL. Let's see if we can get back over 7. 689. Keep in mind, this is a micro float stock, so the price can move very quickly. As you can see, it's up to 720 now. Will we break 750? Will this have the guts to get up there? Are you still holding on to that one, Lynn? TGL just did a reverse split back on February 27th. And of course, that reverse split knocked down their public float, and it put it on our micro float list. So it hasn't been on there for very long. We are back to 713. 715, 718. Let's shoot for 750. Let's shoot for 750. MK Reese, everybody buy 1,000 shares and let's push it up. We have somebody from Iran. Looking for 750. CRVS press release. Price target cut to $7 from $8. BCAN. Where is BCAN at? Let's take a look at BCAN. BCAN is trying to push up. It's trying. It is trying. Looking for 750 on TGL. Looking for 750. Can we get 750 on that puppy? All right. I've already made $100 on Beacon. Well, good. Good deal. Good morning, Jeremy. Happy to see you making some money on these this morning. Did you make any money on TGL? That's been a massive runner here this morning. Just keeping track of my trades, darn good. I keep a journal, just like I tell you guys to keep a journal on your trades. I keep a journal myself, have for years and years and years. And I like to write things down on trades, why I got in, where I got in. How much profit or loss. Public float, current volume, volume when I got in. I write down as much information as I can. It's really not only helpful, but it's very fun to go back and look at some of those trades and really analyze what you're doing. And believe it or not, you will start seeing patterns in your journal. You'll start noticing when I get into a certain type of stock at a certain price on a certain volume and it's got a certain amount of float, I always seem to make money. But when I get into this and these are the circumstances, more times than not, I lose money. And you start seeing those patterns showing up. Now you have to have a collection of data to be able to go back and look at to start seeing those patterns. But eventually, if you keep a journal long enough, you'll start seeing those patterns showing up. And it's very helpful. Very, very helpful. All right, well, we're going to go over to TikTok here in just a moment. TGL pulling back hard here. Come on, baby. OBGL kind of going sideways. ETAO trending downward. TGL pulling back hard. Works going sideways. MBRX financials. ALT fourth quarter financials. ME initiates a phase 1 clinical trial. BBIO inducement grants, CHRS, price target cut, TTOO, business update, ATER, reverse stock split, ATER announces a 1-for-12 reverse stock split effective on Friday, March 22nd. So this coming Friday, ATER is going to do a reverse stock split. LFCR Biomedical, Lifecore Biomedical Board of Directors concludes that the best way to maximize value for shareholders at this time is to continue executing on the company's standalone strategic plan. Whatever that standalone strategic plan is. And of course, the stock price dropped dramatically on that. Shelley, holy cow, good to see you back here. What happened? What did you change anything? I changed nothing on my end. All of my everything on my website was up to date as far as security stuff. So there was really nothing left that I could do to help out. NLSP. Was there news on that one this morning? NLSP. Did we talk about that one? NLSP popped up a little bit. Went from 29 to 45 and then right back down again to 35. Not sure what the catalyst is there. NLSP. Thank you, Nick, for that. Didn't change anything. It just came up today. Huh. Isn't that weird? That is really bizarre. But we are glad to have you back, Shelley. For sure. NLS. NLSP extended an agreement to extend the maturity date on an existing loan agreement. NLSP. NLSP. So that one is climbing back up on that news. Oh, let's see. It's up to 43 now. We started at 29 cents and it is now at 43. Let's see if it's got anything left in it. NLSP, NLSP. Let's check the float. And we've got about a 23 million public float. If the screen goes black, Shelly, if the video stream goes black, just hit the refresh button. We are up to 46 now on NLSP. Well, good morning, TikTok. Good morning, good morning. Good to have you with us. Bright and early this morning. Tony, thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate it. Did you guys make money on TGL? Brad, I keep losing you and losing time. Huh. $36. Let me refresh mine and see what happens. Yeah, I'm losing time on mine as well. Let me see if I can pull my... Shouldn't be losing any. I don't have... Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can fix something here. Let me see if that fixed the stream delay. Yeah, I've got like a 20-second delay on there, and that's not acceptable. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm working on it. Just cut back my bit rate here. I'm working on the live stream. I do apologize. Morning, Terry. Yeah, looks like I've lost about 20 seconds here. All of a sudden, trying to work on this, get this thing where it's back to normal again. Yeah, for some reason I've got like a 20-second delay on here. I can't seem to get rid of it. Huh. Not sure. I'm not sure what's going on there. Not sure at all. Let's go output. Hmm. I don't know. I can't seem to fix that. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay on this. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway, so we're going to have a little bit of a delay on the website. Not sure. I'll have to work on that after I log off, and we may do that here in just a few minutes so that we don't lose anything. If you would, go over to TikTok or YouTube. We're still live on both of those. Good morning, Silver Fox. TME price target. Keeping a close eye on TGL, of course. ENSV going sideways. TSHA sideways. BCAN trying very desperately to get up. OBGL, or excuse me, OBLG trying. ETAO, of course, that one's still coming down. NLSP coming down. TGL down. We're going to have to wait for that 7 o'clock. Good morning. Good morning, Sean. I don't see the delay on TikTok. Let's do something here on the website. Let's see if I can get this fixed. I'm going to log off of the website. I'm going to log off of the website. So you're going to lose the feed on the website completely. When you do, log out, go away from the website. Give me about 5 minutes. Catch me on TikTok or YouTube. And then when I get it pulled back up, I'll let you know that it's back up again. And we'll see if me shutting this down and rebooting it and starting it up again, and let's see if that fixes the problem. So I'm going to shut that down and start it back up again. All right. We've got a little bit before we get our 8 o'clock news dump here. All right. So now, guys will have to excuse me for just a quick moment here. I'm trying to get things fixed on the website. For some reason, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But we got a wicked delay. On the website. And I don't like that big of a delay. 5, 6, 7 seconds is not bad. That's not going to make the difference between a successful trade or not. Oh, let's see. Oh, the things I do. The things I do. All right, let's get back. This is where I need a full-time tech person holding my hand and making sure this kind of stuff doesn't happen. All right. Well, let's see if that worked. If we're lucky. Yes, it is chilly this morning, that's for sure. Jason, Jeff, you don't email me back. All right, let's see what I'm at now. That's 50, 20, 30. All right, I've got about a 6 second delay on it now. So we're better than we were. We've got it back to where we're not so bad. Holo. Holo, holo, holo. Take a look at Holo. Take a look at Holo. Popped up pretty nicely on pretty low volume. It's up about 14%. So I think we're back to being relatively good here. Take a look at Holo, Holo. Yes, and I am live on the website again. And I've got it down to about a 6-second delay. So I think we're okay. OBLG trying. All right. OBLG trying to push up again. We're at a new high here in pre-market at 24 cents. Back up to where the highs were at in after hours yesterday. This is one that we watched in after hours and made a little bit of money on. Got a couple inches of snow, Ryan. That's not good. It's chilly here. I think it was like 40, 47, 46, 47 here this morning, which is cold for Florida. OBLG up to 24.5 now. It's up 81% from yesterday. It's 44 in Sanford. Yeah, it's probably about the same here, Sean. Oh, you live in Palm Bay. Awesome. Yeah, I've been to Palm Bay many, many, many times. Good morning, Vicky. Almost didn't see you log in there. Good morning. Jason says Sanford. That's where I'm at. Longwood. Got somebody else from Sanford. Yeah, just playing the momentum, Dan, on this OBLG. As long as it's got momentum and it's moving up, we'll play it. But yes, that risk of bankruptcy is always looming there. We seem to get these bankruptcy bounces and reverse split bounces. If you can catch them right, if you play them properly, you can make some pretty good money on them. You just got to get that really good entry on those. You get in, get out. B. Carter took Holo, Holo, from 545 to 605. Very nice. Very nice trade. Love that. Absolutely love it. Jason says MODG. We've got about 5 minutes here before we get our 8 o'clock press releases. OBLG just popped up to 25.78. Let's see if it breaks that. This thing's been on a nice little pump here for the last 15 to 20 minutes. TME, price target. Another press release on WW. Nothing there. TNYA, price target cut. Nothing there. David took Holo from 550 to 602. Shelly's in Holo at 497. Wolfpack is making money this morning. No denying that. What a beautiful little run. Popped all the way to $6.12. Oh, that's good stuff. Palm Bay. Been a few years since I've been in Palm Bay. Chris, do you use level 2 in time and sales? Absolutely. Morning, Kimba. Good to have you with us. Yes, I use level 2 time and sales all the time. I don't know if I could trade successfully without it. MBLY. MBLY. Let's take a look at that one. MBLY moving up on some news. Volkswagen ADMT announces agreement with Mobileye for autonomous driving. MBLY. It's about $29 right now. It's up about $1 from where it closed at yesterday, give or take a few cents. Not a lot of volume on that yet this morning, but might well be worth looking into. All right, here's a couple more press releases. TME, price target. NIO, N-I-O. Tesla, talking about Tesla stock. RIVN, price target. LCID. IMRX. Shelly, no, I took a loss on that one. Big loss. Big one. That was probably my biggest, well, not probably, it was my biggest loss this year so far. You notice I say so far. But that was a big loss. But I still am holding to the idea that once the shorts start covering on that, it's going to go crazy. LUMO announces that the USPTO has granted patent protection for novel formulation. So we have a patent news on LUMO. Not a lot of volume on that one. Seed announces breakthrough in high-yield corn productions through gene editing. No volume. TNXP. Clicking through press releases. Blade, BLDE, announces a $20 million share repurchase program. BLDE, $20 million share repurchase program. Conference call. Networking Solutions, OPK, announces robust pharmacokinetic data. Nothing there. AGFY announces turnkey solventless extraction equipment contract with Massachusetts-based Blackstone Valley Cannabis. I got a little bit of a bump on that. AGFY. ENTX. Jeremy's saying, look at ENTX. TGL back to 669. I hope you guys made money on TGL this morning. No third shift today, darn good. No third shift today, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to get anything here with the 8 o'clock press releases. Fourth quarter financials. Nothing other than the ones that I repeated to you and mentioned, the share repurchase program. I really don't see anything. TPST, price target, it's bouncing a little bit. Not a lot of volume there. Let's go back to total volume. Nothing on our micro float list other than TGL. Back to 690 on TGL. I hope you guys were able to catch some of that TGL this morning. The Wolfpack called it out when it first initially, and I'm guessing probably on the Discord, when it first took off. I mentioned it on that pullback. Down around 475 to 485, somewhere in there. It could have comfortably have gotten some at 485, I believe. And then it ran. It ran all the way from 462. It ran up to 746. And it's back to 698 now. So we're going to see, I'm looking for 750 on that one. I did not buy any BAYRY. It didn't get any of the bear. Go. How do y'all find the sticks to trade? I just hear y'all make a lot of money. The stocks. Well, we watch news. That's where we get most of ours. We watch news. Our entire community, of course, will trade anything. Don't get me wrong. We'll trade in. It doesn't necessarily have to have news on it. But primarily, our goal is to trade on press releases. That way we have a catalyst that's pushing that stock up. Then we know why it's going up, and we can sort of get a better guess on just how high it will go based on the kind of news that it is. It's not always that accurate, but for the most part, you can get a pretty decent idea of what kind of a profit you're looking at based on the kind of press release that comes out. Peter, TGL again from 588 to 714, so he's making money on that one again. But you know, and I'll use we've had some, like this morning, we got TGL, dipped it down to 462. We called it out, and it ran up to 746. So beautiful, beautiful call. Last night in after hours, we picked up OBGL. That was a beautiful run in after hours. This is a good example of the Wolfpack and press releases. OBGL, that started out at 13 cents when that news came out. And it ran to 25. Then we had ETAO, another monster in after hours. That ran from 15 cents to 80 cents. From 15 cents to 80 cents. It was a massive runner. Well over 200%, 300%. Beautiful, beautiful run. All because of a press release. All because of a press release. I have found over the years, many years of trading, that if you want to put the odds in your favor, trading off of a press release is really a great way to go. The trick is catching them early. Sean, I'm headed to Clarksville, Tennessee this weekend. I heard there's no hills in Tennessee. That might be true. That might be true. Oh boy. ETAO trying really desperately to push back up. We're going to continue watching for news. BFLY announced the attainment of its European Union medical device regulation. Fluff news. BLDE has authorized the repurchase of up to 20 million outstanding Class A common stock. So that's the repurchase program that we announced 9 minutes ago when the news first came out. $20 million repurchase program. And the stock went from $2.48 to its current $2.61 on that news. Joe, honestly, no, I have no opinion on what he might say today. They're not going to, I don't think we're going to hear that they're lowering interest rates or anything like that. I think the markets may end up being a little bit of sluggish here this morning until he speaks. Typically that works that way. When Jerome Powell's going to talk at, say, 2:30 in the afternoon, the markets are usually pretty sluggish until he talks, and then they either go up or down. So I wouldn't expect a whole lot out of the markets today. My niece is pregnant again. Wow, that is awesome, Shelley. Baby sis is going to be a grandma. That is cool. Congratulations. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much for hitting the follow button on TikTok. I do appreciate it, guys. Do appreciate you hitting the follow button on TikTok. We're almost at 10,000. We're getting really, really close. I'm really excited about that. And you're probably thinking, well, that's an odd thing to get excited about, but it's the little things in life that make me happy. And getting to that 10,000 mark is going to make me really happy. William, yes, I still am all for doing the t-shirt thing. I no issue doing that at all. I just don't want to do it if there's no interest. I'm having a little boy within the week, so might be slacking on my training. Well, congratulations, Stevie Ray. Congratulations. That is really great. That is awesome. Congratulations. Is this going to be your first one? Black and blue noodle. Look like you enjoy some whiskey and slow blues. I do enjoy listening to some blues music. Absolutely. Second boy. That is great. Congratulations. Congratulations. We have a new Wolfpack cub. A new Wolfpack cub joining the family. That is great. All right. What are we watching today? Well, right now we're watching TGL. We managed to pick up TGL this morning at around 4. Some of us got it around 460. Some a little bit later than that, around 480. And then it ran all the way to 746. It's back to 694 right now, so it's still being very solid and very strong. I'm looking for 750 on it. Hopefully we get up to that 750. Like to get up to it before the market opens. Works. Still watching Works, WORX. It's been a nice solid climber for the last, let's go back and look. It's been a nice steady swing play from back around mid-February. That stock has consistently been climbing. The lows are getting higher and higher. The highs are getting higher. And in the last couple of days, it's really spiked. So we've been keeping a very close eye on that one. A lot of people trading that one. A lot of Wolfpack members trading that one for sure. Here's a press release from FEMI, positive top-line data from a pivotal trial for its FDA-cleared Femiseed for the treatment of infertility. FEMY, FEMI. Check out FEMI. Positive top-line data on a pivotal trial for its FDA-cleared Femiseed. So take a look at that one. That press release is 30 seconds old. 30 seconds old press release there. BLDE, again on their $20 million share buyback. AGRX, DCTH, closes a $7 million private placement. Let's go back and take a look at FEMI. Let's look at public float, FEMY. 19 million public float. So it's underneath that 20 million sweet spot that we like on FEMI. Could be a pump and dump on the news. We don't know. But we will find out shortly if this has got any gas left in the engine after this little dip here. Scotch Real Estate says FEMI has burned him a few times and he's going to pass on that one. I don't blame you for that at all. There's a few of them that I've gotten burned on a few times, and I stay away from that one. Well, the news from 20 days ago, Jason, was them announcing Femiseed. The news today is a little different. The news today is they're announcing positive top-line data from the study or from the trial. So one was announcing the product, the other one was announcing top-line data from the product. So the product itself is, that's not new news at all. Works. Just talking about Works being such a beautiful little climber here. We just smacked $3.30. What did we hit here? Oh, come on. $3.40. Yeah, they said they were planning to announce their top line data. And that first one that you're talking about from 20 days ago, you're absolutely right. They did mention top line data. They were going to announce their top line data in the first quarter of this year. And then today's press release is them actually announcing it. But you're right. They mentioned top line data in both. So they were going to announce the top line data 20 days ago, and then today they're saying they have positive top line data. 20 days ago, when they said they were going to announce positive data, it could have been bad news. It could have been they didn't meet their primary endpoints. They didn't have positive, they had negative data, which probably kept people away from it for a little while until they found out is good news or bad news here on this top line data. "24% of women became pregnant after FEMA-C." Well, that's not good. That's not good. OCUP, price target cut. Could you tell me where you get your news from, or is it a secret? It is definitely not a secret. I get my news. That was their goal. 24% pregnancy rate was their goal. Huh. It was a fertility. I was thinking the other way around. Yes. I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking as a preventer, a pregnancy preventer. I had my brain on backwards, evidently. Good morning, Thomas. Anyway, back to the news. I use E-Trade, and I use their platform called E-Trade Pro. And on E-Trade Pro, you can create a watch list. And on that watch list, one of the things that you can have in there that you can put in is a news column. And what that allows is that any stock that's on my watch list, if a press release comes out, I get notification. And I've got 2,112 stocks on my watch list. So I have the potential to have over 2,000 press releases at any moment on any of those stocks. So that's a lot of press releases every day. So there's always something running. There's always something happening. Now, add on top of that, our community of traders. The Wolfpack community, at last count, was over 1,000. We had over 1,000 members of our community, which is absolutely amazing. Now, keep in mind, all 1,000 plus of those people are watching the market. We're all watching the market, not just me. Everybody's got their own scanners. Everybody's got their own ways of finding press releases. Some of our members are using Yahoo News. Some of them are using Bazinga Pro, Mometic. They are all using a lot of different sources to find press releases, to find news. And the beautiful thing about it, and FinViz, the beautiful thing about that is everybody's bringing those ideas, bringing those press releases to the group. So we log into the website in the mornings. We're all together on the live stream. And anytime somebody finds a press release from any source that they have, they comment on it. They type it into the news, the message thread. We all get the same news at the same time, and we're able to jump on that news. Sometimes it's fluff news. Sometimes it doesn't amount to anything. Sometimes it's really amazing, and everybody makes a ton of money. But the idea is, which is where the Wolfpack community, where the whole concept for that name came from, was wolves typically hunt in packs. And the reason they hunt in packs is because it's more efficient. It's more deadly. And we hunt for press releases. We hunt for stocks as a pack, as a group. You got to remember, when you're watching for press releases, when you're trying to watch the market and looking in the morning, you're looking for those stocks. Which one can I jump into? Which ones are running? Which ones have got news out? You're doing it by yourself. You've got one set of eyes trying to scan the entire market. But when you're working as a community, you've got literally hundreds and hundreds of sets of eyes all scanning the market together, bringing the information together, and allowing everybody to benefit from it. And that's why I always say, if you're not part of a community of traders, people that are kind of looking for the same things you're looking for, if you're not part of a community, you really should, especially if you're a new trader, you really should become part of some kind of a trading community. It's much more efficient. So that's kind of the Wolfpack in general. That's kind of the idea behind it. And that's why we always encourage as many people as we can to become part of it, because the more people that are in it, the more sets of eyes we have watching the market. Makes sense, right? The more people you have watching it, the more you're going to catch. One person can't catch everything. You just can't. Your eyes can't see that much at once. So having a community of people, everybody scouring the market for those press releases and those runners and bringing it to each other, that's where it's at, man. I'm telling you, that is where it's at, being part of a group. So that's my sales pitch for today. All right. Good morning, Jay. Jay Diamond is in the house. Good to have Jay with us. So, the pack, the Wolfpack, is hungry this morning. We are hungry and we need to eat. So let's get on this. It's almost 8:30. Let's see what we get at the 8:30 press releases. For those of you that aren't aware, the market has a tendency to dump news about every half hour on the half hour. 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. And they trickle in a little bit in between. But it's on the half hour when we get big dumps of news. And we've got about 30 seconds and we'll get our news again. Another big dump. 15 seconds here. Let's see what we get. We may get nothing. We may get something. We've already been blessed with a couple this morning. All right, here we go. 10 of them so far. SIDU establishes two-way communication, state-of-the-art hybrid 3D printing satellite. SHOT announces strategic partnership with Launch 33 Brands to expand distribution in Los Angeles. So they've got a new distribution partnership on SHOT, S-H-O-T. Pixy, P-I-X-Y, commits to $100 million financing terms to initiate its human capital roll-up. Got a little bounce on that news. That's on Pixy, P-I-X-Y. I read them off. You check them out. See if you like them. Silo, S-I-L-O. Exercises option for exclusive license agreement for first in class PTSD and stress-induced anxiety therapeutic. That's on Silo, S-I-L-O. Let's see, PRSO, price target change, revenue. Revenue, class action lawsuit. Conference, Q4. Blin, B-I-B-L-I-N, which is Bridgeline. CSS Commerce partners with Bridgeline to offer B2X AI-powered search. Not getting any volume on that. So we really didn't get a lot on that one. Not a tremendous amount on that 830 dump. We got about 12 press releases right at 830, but we really didn't get any that really seemed to amount to much. Jason, yes, I think I need to make sure I mention that as well. We're getting a lot of fake profiles on TikTok. I don't know if that's an issue on YouTube as much, but on TikTok, we're getting a lot of fake accounts that appear to be me. Wolfpack community. We're getting a lot of them. So be aware, just be aware that there are a lot of fake accounts out there. They're asking people to get involved in crypto stuff or download some messaging app or an investment app. It's not me. I promise you, it is not me. I don't do anything with crypto. So if any fake account, if it looks like they're using my profile picture, they're copying and pasting my videos onto their profile so that it looks legit. They're copying the name. They've all been reported as scams, but TikTok refuses to pull them down. Not sure why, but anyway. So if you get contacted by any kind of a profile that appears to be wolfpackcommunity.com, and they're asking you, how is your day? How are your trades going? That seems to be a common opening line. How are your trades going? And then they start asking you about crypto. Have you ever considered crypto? Or any of that kind of a conversation. Just know that it's not me. Please don't give them money. Don't fall into the scammers. And there's a lot of them out there. Absolutely do not fall for it. And the best way I can tell you, good morning, Michael. The best advice I can give you on that is to understand this very basic concept. I do not reach out to anybody just cold. A cold reach out to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Or "How's your trading going?" Or "Would you like to invest in crypto?" Or any of that kind of stuff. I never reach out to anybody blindly on like a cold call just to say hello or anything like that. If you message me first, I'll do my best to answer you. But I don't make the initial reach out to anybody ever, ever. So if somebody with the Wolfpack community thing, you're getting a message in your direct message that they're reaching out to have a chat with you, it's not me. I promise you, it's not me. Don't fall for it. And Brad says, or they ask, "What are you wearing?" You just saw where a Wolfpack community joined the live. Oh my. Well, now the scammers are joining the live along with us. Look at TGL. Back up to 707. Am I going to get my 750s? Am I going to get my 750s? Yeah, don't loan any money to anybody. That's for sure. No, Joe, I don't trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin. No, don't trade Bitcoin either. Morning. Good morning. Am I going to get my 750? Is it going to bless me with one? Discloses positive data from a seed coming down. Well, we seem to be able to get up to 720 on TGL. We just can't seem to get any higher than that. It just seems to be stalling out at 720. We need to bust through 720. Why don't you guys hit that ask price and push that up through 720? That would be awful nice of you. Yes, Cheetah, that is very good. Wolfpackcommunity.com should be spelt correctly. A lot of times they'll put an extra I in it or an extra T, or they'll put a period in there somewhere or a comma. Just a little something to make it different so that they can use it, so they can copy it. But there's always a little slight difference in the way that it's spelt. And look at the number of followers. That's a real quick guess too. There's a couple of scammers out there with like 20,000 or 30,000 followers. That's not me. I don't have that many followers. I think mine's at what, 9,700 and something. 9,720 or 28, something like that. HLLY 9,734. 9,734 followers. So if somebody comments to you and it's a number way above that or way below that, it's not me. 728, 730, 742. Are we going to get 750 on TGL? Come on, give it to me. Be nice to old Jeffy boy here. There is another account with Wolfpack. Yeah, there's a lot of fake ones. 753. We got our 750. What a beauty. What a beauty. And it is still pushing. It is still pushing. Oh my, you can't make this stuff up. Keep going, you beautiful bastard, you. 780. Oh shit. All right. Let's quit playing around with it. We got our 750. So we're gonna stop horsing around with it. Oh gosh. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. Terry, 779. Is that where you got out, Terry? Adriana, hard to borrow. HTB, hard to borrow, which refers to the short sellers. $4.80, Kingfisher. And I'm going to go ahead and lock in, excuse me, to selling into the bid price. That's the quickest way to get out in pre-market, is to sell into the bid if you're looking to get out quick. Now this thing could gap up. I would love to see this fill the gap and go back up to 13. Don't know if that's going to happen though. It would be fun to watch that happen. Be a nice little score here this morning. Let's take a look at the resistance area. Still watching for news for you. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some trouble getting past 844. Volume is insane. Today compared to previous days. The daily chart still not in the oversold. It's still only about 63 RSI on the daily. So we're still in good shape on RSI. Looking very, very solid here. Let's Man, I would love this thing to fill that gap up to 13. Look at the gap to fill from back in November 28th to November 29th. It gapped down huge. Be nice if it could fill that back up again. Definitely be a fun one to watch when the market opens. OBLG, let's look at sound. OMQS wins a contract to upgrade 450 stores for a major U.S. sporting goods chain. Take a look at that one. OMQS. Fresh press release here on OMQS. Let's see. Let me write that down so I don't lose track of that one. OMQS. Kind of a float do we got on that one? That float probably scare me. OMQS. Yeah, not bad. OMQS has got about an 8.3 million public float. $8.3 million public float, so not terrible. Not terrible. We'll see if that can get a nice little push up over $1. Volume has died off on it. JetBlue. Market news, Sound, SOUN. General market news, nothing there. Let's go back to volume and look at Holo. What's Holo doing? Holo trying to push up. Holo is trying to curl. We're back up to 568 on Holo. With any luck, that'll curl back up. JAGX, JAGX. Pushing. That was at 6 cents this morning and is now at 10 cents. JAGX, JAGX. TGL at 768 on the ask. OBLG, not doing a whole lot of anything. ETAO, nothing there. TGL, it's trying really hard. I would love to see that get over 8. We need to be locking in profits soon on that one. ETAO, TSHA coming down. Holo's trying, HOLO. There we go. There we go. TGL, push, you little bastard. 791, 794, 798. Come on, push through that 8. I was only looking for 750 on this thing, but when it blows through 750 up to 770, 780, it's kind of hard to let them go. 798. Come on. Oh, you come on. Get up over 8. Let's see. Holo. Holo pushing back up. It is trying. It's made one heck of an effort here, but it's just having a heck of a time. TGL at 780. We smacked 799 twice in the last 2 minutes. Jag X. Look at Jag X go crazy. Anybody banking on this one? Anybody banking on Jag X? JAGX. Oh. 8. We broke our 8 on TGLJ. That is awesome. Love Conquers All's got his sell order in at 13. Man, I hope it gets up there for you. I hope that thing smacks 13 nice and solid and pushes up so you can lock in some nice profit on that one. Thank you very much, Chris, for following us on TikTok. Really appreciate that, my friend. We are trying desperately to get over 10,000. We're trying desperately to get over 10,000. All right, let's see what we got for news here. Nothing there. Still scaling out currently. I'm trying a monster today. I need some of that Jeff Mojo. Thanks for any advice. New to trading. Well, we are glad to have you with us, Chris. We really are. Very happy to have you with us. Large sell at 769. People are taking profit right now. As soon as it hit 8, people started taking profit. That's retail traders for you. But you can't blame them. What do I tell you guys all the time? Lock in your profit. Lock in your profit. Looking at TGL, JW. Looking at TGL. We caught that this morning around $4.75. $4.75. It dipped down. It dipped down to 462. And we called it out. And I would say the biggest majority of the Wolfpack that took a position in that grabbed it between 470 and 485, somewhere in that 15-cent range. And a good portion of them let it go in that early $7 range. So they made really good profit on it. Made really good profit on it. Peter took JagX from 074 7 cents, almost 7.5 cents to 11.2. Nice profit there. Very nice profit there. A couple of more press releases here. Price target change on Fusion. Pixie, another one on Pixie. Pixie commits to $100 million financing terms. Dan took OMQS at 68, looking to fill the gap at $1. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if JagX ran to 25 cents? How nice would that be? Thank you all very much for following us on TikTok. YouTube, thank you very much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Subscribing to it keeps you up to date when we go live, and you can join in on some of these runners. We've had several of them this morning. Spend your money, you'll never get to spend your pension. What do you trade? We trade anything that's moving. I don't do any crypto, but the Wolfpack, we love stocks that are under $5, which technically, according to Wall Street, anything under $5 is considered a penny stock nowadays. But we'll trade anything. Doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, $15. If it's running, we're a part of it. If it's got news out as a catalyst that's pushing the price up, we love those too. But we trade primarily on news. When a press release comes out, we jump on it. We read them off very quickly. We've got over 1,000 members. We are over 1,000 members strong right now. And I don't short stocks, Jason. Never have. Nothing against shorting. I think shorting is a very healthy part of the stock market. Keeps things healthy. But I don't short. I certainly can call off good shorts. I know how to spot them, but I don't ever short. I don't like trading on margin. I don't like borrowing money, borrowing shares. Makes me nervous. I'm just really kind of old school in that sense. I don't like borrowing money. I'm one of those people, if I can't pay cash for it, I don't want it. And it kind of floats over into the stock market trading. I don't know. Just something that bothers me about it. But shorting is great. I have always said, if you're going to be successful in the stock market for a long term, you need to learn to play both sides of the run. You got to learn to play the upside and play that downside. So I would highly recommend anybody who wants to do this as a career. You're going to go in this for long term, and at some point you're going to get a margin account. I would highly recommend studying and learn how to short. You can make money on the way up, and you can make money on the way down. That's how you keep yourself in the game. Keep yourself relevant and in the game by taking those runs up and shorting them on the way down. Do we have 1,000 memberships? No, Lynn, we do not. If you're talking about the live stream here on the website, no. No. We don't have that many on the website. When I say 1,000 membership, that's over 1,000 people that have come to the website, created a username and a password, and visit the website on a regular basis. A lot of those people don't participate in the live stream on the website. Some of them do, but some of them only participate on TikTok. Some of them now are on YouTube. Some of them are in the Discord. Everybody's kind of spread out a little bit over a couple of different areas. Let's see. Trug popped on news. Newly expanded AI technology licensing agreement. TRUG. 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 Yeah, that would be a great goal to hit, Lynn. If we could get 1,000 people, that would be just here on our live stream here. Oh, that would be phenomenal. Can you imagine the amount of call outs that we would get with that many people participating? How many press releases and call outs we would get in a morning with that many people all in the same place? It would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I doubt we would miss anything. Good morning, Tina. How's that vacation going? You look like you are having one heck of a time. And I gotta say, you look like you're relaxing and absolutely loving the time off and the vacation. I'm very envious. I would love to take a week or two and go someplace warm and on a beach someplace, relax. Why do you have 15-second delay? You should have, let me look here real quick, Victor. You should have about a 6 or 7-second delay on the website. If you have more than that, it's probably because you're not up to on the live stream, you're not watching it in real time, and you need to pull that so that you are watching it in live in real time here. Let me show you very quickly how to do that. You can either hit this orange live button here, hit that, and that should bring you current, or get rid of this message thread here. When you hold your cursor over the screen, you should get this orange line. At the very end, there's this little white ball here. Make sure you pull that to the right so that you're current. You got to remember, the live stream is being recorded at the same time that it's live. So if you pause it or you turn it off and go away, come back, when you turn it back on, it's going to pick up where you left off. It's not going to pick up current on the live. It's going to pick up where you left off. So if you pause it for 5 minutes, you're going to be 5 minutes behind when you unpause it. So make sure you pull that orange line all the way to the side. Or you can just hit your refresh button on the browser, hit your refresh button, and it'll pull you back current again. You shouldn't be more than about 6 to 7 seconds in terms of a delay. You shouldn't be more than 6 or 7 seconds. All right. Yeah, Adriana, it is cold in Florida. It was like 40, 45 this morning, 42, something like that here in Zephyr Hills. You live on vacation. Well, yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do. I live on vacation time. That is for sure. When you're retired, every day is a weekend. Some days I don't even know what day it is. All right, let's go back to volume and see what we've got here. Nothing came of any kind of 9 o'clock press releases that we normally get. Inverse ETFs are also a good way to play the market when the market is going down. Lisa says it's still trying to snow in western Pennsylvania. So Florida sounds like paradise right now. Did everybody get out of JAG X? Let's hope nobody got burnt on that one. Janice says it's 57 in Venice. A little bit warmer down there than it is here right now. I think it might be 50, 51 right now. CMG. That popped up a little bit. That is a pricey stock. Chipotle. Look at Chipotle. They're going to do a stock split. Their very first stock split in their 30-year history. Chipotle is going to do a stock split. And their price is going up. $50-1. It says if this is approved, the first stock split in 30-year history, if it's completed, the split will be the largest in New York Stock Exchange history. This is not a reverse split, folks. This is not a reverse split. This is an actual split, which means for every one share, you now have 50 shares. Now, of course, the price is going to come down. It's going to split by 50. So right now the price is at $2,900. Divide that by 50, and that's what the new price would be on the stock. But you'll own 50 shares. And of course, if the price goes up after that, or over a period of time, you're going to have that increase on 50 shares instead of one. So, might be a good long-term investment for you. Might be a good long-term investment. So take a look at CMG as a possibility of a long-term investment for you. They're getting ready. They're trying to do a 1 for 50 split, which according to the press release is the largest split in New York Stock Exchange history. And how about Trug? How about Trug? Did you guys take Trug this morning? Did anybody take Trug? We called out Trug. Did anybody take advantage of Trug when we called that out? We were just talking about CMG. Queen Bee, we were talking about Trug, or excuse me, CMG, Chipotle. CMG. That's one I was saying would be a good long-term investment. They're talking about doing a 1 for 50 split, not a reverse split, a split. So for every one share, you'll have 50 shares. Of course, the current price of the stock will get divided by 50 as well. So the price of the stock is going to go way, way, way down. But you'll have 50 shares of it. And of course, if the price goes back up again over time, which I assume it probably would, should be a good long-term investment. Trug. We called out Trug, and boy, what a monster climb that was. Still up 78%. Peter took Trug from 164 to 206. Yeah, it'll be about what, 59 cents. Love conquers all. It says about 59 bucks a share after the split. TSHA price target, nothing there. Wolf, nothing there. And nothing on that one. We've had 119 press releases this morning, 119 so far, which is actually pretty low. Usually this time of morning we're somewhere around 160. So we're probably close to 40, at least 40 press releases shy of where we normally are at this time of the morning on a typical morning. So I think that would be a good long-term hold for you on Chipotle. CELU submits a request to the US FDA for orphan drug designation. Doesn't say they got it, just says they submitted the application. GMGI. Stockholders approve an acquisition. This is 36 seconds old. GMGI. Stockholders approve an acquisition. They're going to acquire Meridian Bet Group. Huge spread on the bid and ask on that one. ALIT announces agreement to sell payroll. Take a look at that one. ALIT. This just came out. ALIT, and it just popped 80 cents. "40 seconds old," that press release. ALIT. What is the float on that one? Woo, 370 million public float on that one. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a big one. ALIT, another press release. Expect to reduce net leverage ratio to below 3 times. Snacks, SNAX. BTC sweepstakes launches today. Huge float on that one. What else do we got here? I don't know. I was just looking at GMGI. It says it's a NASDAQ company. It's not an OTC, according to MarketWatch. It's got a 17 million public float. Don't see any reason for it not to be. Could just be no interest in it. ALIT. That one's trying to bounce back up. No, I won't be, David, I won't be on in after hours today. I will not do 4 o'clock today. I will not be on at 4 o'clock. No after hours today. ALIT. Keep getting press releases on that thing. CELU submits a request for the FDA orphan drug. That's a repeat of news from a few minutes ago. Buying the dip on TGL at open. FSR up 10%. Yeah, it says that it's OTC pink, but I'm looking at MarketWatch and it's not showing it as OTC stock. One of them's wrong. I don't know if it's MarketWatch is wrong or E-Trade Pro is wrong. And I would tend to think E-Trade Pro is wrong because I've caught them being wrong on a few of those in the past. I'm going to be really, really curious to see where TGL goes. How about you? Another one on ALIT. Deal includes $1 billion in cash, up to $200 million in seller notes. ACET, price target change. $124 press releases. Terry says, I hope JAGX and OBLG pop back up at open. Let's hope they do. Let's hope we get a bunch of them running here. ETAO, still going sideways. OBLG, let's hope that one pops up. JAGX, that's starting to call back up again. Let's hope that pops at open. TGL at 738. Let's hope that pops up really nice and takes a nice solid run. That would be nice. If we could get that one to run, fill that gap back up to 13, would that not be absolutely beautiful? Trug, TRUG, going sideways. Holo, going sideways. Works, still going sideways. OMQS, sideways. Nothing's really moving here. Everything is pretty well going sideways. IMRX, to go back to the original price. Yes, that would be. Love conquers all. Yes, I am. Yeah, keep an eye on Mike's, MICS. That's on our micro float list. They got news out this morning. Popped real quick on the news. Popped very quickly on the news, but came right back down again. Just as fast as it went up, it came down. But because it is a micro float, because it can move very quickly, if it gets any kind of volume, it could climb up pretty nice. So keep an eye on it. Don't lose sight of that one. We got about 6 minutes till the market opens. Good luck to everybody. Have fun trading today. Mike's, MICS. Cody, MICS. Nothing about it is telling me that it's going to run. I'm not saying that it's something to go jump into. I'm just pointing out the fact that it had a press release this morning, positive one. It's on the micro float list, which means it's got less than 1 million public float, which means those can move very violently up or down. So it's definitely one to at least kind of put on a scanner somewhere, put it on a chart and watch it. And if you notice it starting to go, at least you'll be on top of it. If it doesn't go, then you haven't heard anything. You haven't lost anything. Holo, praying for Holo. Let's hope Holo stops going sideways. Now keep in mind, some of these that are going sideways, and I'm preaching to the choir because I know you guys know this already. A lot of these that are going sideways are going to tank when the market opens. Darn good. You and your cheerleader. Um, a lot of these that are going sideways are going to tank when the market opens. Just know that. So if you're holding, you're in the money and you're holding into the market open because it's going sideways, just remember it could tank on you really bad. So be quick on the sell button. Don't get caught holding a bag on anything. If it goes up, great. But just be aware that some of these are going to tank on you. So be quick on the sell button. Don't let it bite you. And hopefully you didn't go in too heavy on anything. IMRX is going up. Let's hope that one just absolutely flies. I want to see some shorts covering on that one and sweating it out. That would make my day. Because I'm telling you, when they start covering on that, it's going to go nutty. That thing's been consolidating for days and days and days. Look at the chart on that one. You see what happened on IMRX the day the good news came out? It got shorted into the ground and that thing plummeted. I mean, it absolutely, from $6 down to $2.80. It got beat to death in one day. Continued the fall the next day. The shorts continued to have their way with it. Now look at the last 3 days on your daily chart. Look at the last 3 days. Green, green, green. I'm telling you, when they start covering on this, it's going to pop. And that's what I was telling everybody. If you can catch the bottom down here, and there was 2 days that it was down here at 190, 196. If you were lucky enough to get in the 190s to low $2 range, you're already sitting nicely on this. But you're going to be sitting a lot nicer when they start covering their short shares. All right. Let's see what we get. OBLG going up a little bit here. I know you guys were hoping for that one. Trug going up. Verb going up. The Dow Jones is red right now. S&P just went red. Now it's green again. NASDAQ is green. SPY, thankfully, is green. It's back up to 515. IMRX just popped up to 283. Yes, I believe so, Robert. I don't have a definitive answer on that because I don't short. Fifth time here. Have you here that you personally? Tree, yes. Got some this morning. If you were following along on TGL. At $4.80. Got another press release here on TGL. Looks like just general market news. Works. Looks like just general market news. IMRX trying to push back up. OBLG up 6%. Trug up 9.5%. Trug's getting a little bit of a push here at 219. Well, I appreciate you popping in and out. Always welcome to be here. I really wait and watch for some really good setups. Works is trying. TGL back up to 771. Trug. $780 on TGL. 782. TSHA popping up a little bit here at market open. TSHA 790 on TGL, 799.8. Let's halt that baby. Let's see if we can get a good solid halt on the way up on TGL. Micro float. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Let's get it to go. Let's pop. Love to see it fill that gap to 13. Would that not be absolutely beautiful? My watch list is split even, 40% red, 40% green, and 20% of it is unchanged. The markets are red. NASDAQ is green, but barely. The Dow Jones is fallen. Not looking real good in the markets here. $820 on TGL. Let's push. 823, 831. ALAB is an IPO at 10:30. So keep an eye open for that one. Thank you very much, David, for that info. We just hit $8.31 on TGL. Let's see if we can bust up through that, get a nice run started on that. Oh, good Lord. Goodbye. $8.12, $8.17. I want to see it pop real bad. Up 11%, IMRX. Look at her go. We just hit 292.5. Let's see if we can get it up to, let's get it, we need to get it over 3 and stay over 3. Thank you very much for hitting the like button on our live stream. And also hitting the follow button on TikTok. We do appreciate that a lot. I'm trying to get it up over 10,000. That's my sort of a personal achievement, personal goal that I'm trying to hit. So if you could help us out with that, we'd really appreciate that by hitting that follow button. And YouTube, we do appreciate you guys checking us out on YouTube. YouTube is a brand new, fresh thing for us. We're about a week old on YouTube with going live. So we do appreciate everybody popping over and checking it out and hitting the subscribe button. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Feel free to leave comments on our channel. Let us know what you think. IMRX popping up and pushing 295, and we just hit 844 on TGL. GMGI, what's that one doing? Take a look at GMGI. You got somebody mentioning that one. I want to see a nice big halt on the way up on TGL, somewhere around that $9 range. That would be sweet. Push up very quickly past $8.50, $8.70, and then halt just prior to $9. I think that would be absolutely beautiful. Great way to start our Wednesday morning, don't you think? All right. Well, I'm going to be watching this from the sidelines. I'm going to be watching TGL, seeing what we can pull out of this one. Should be a nice runner if it doesn't tank here. It's getting lots of volume. We just hit 840, 860. We just smacked 860 on this one. Oh, feels good to have a few of those. Why do I want it to halt? Just because I like watching them halt on the way up. Because everybody panics and starts buying in. And then it spikes again. Not always. But having it go up so fast that it has to halt tells me that there's a lot of people buying into it. A lot of people trying to get in all at once. So anyway, you guys have a good morning, and I will catch all of you tomorrow morning. There will not be a 4 o'clock today. There will not be a 4 o'clock after hours trading. For me, anyway. I know you guys will be on it. The Wolfpack will be on it. The Discord will be on it. I guarantee you they will be fired up and ready to go in after hours, calling them out. And I'll be watching from my phone this afternoon. Got to go check on my car, see how that's doing at the dealership. Chris, the only reason I'd want it to halt is just the fun of watching it climb so fast that they have to halt it because it's climbing way too fast. And no other reason. When you're in a position and it climbs so fast that they have to halt it, it's a good feeling. Get a lot of endorphins built up when that happens. What happens to it after they release it can be scary. But a nice steady climb all day, a nice slow steady climb the entire day, that's good too. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly acceptable with me. I'll be happy if TGL climbs all day long. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for joining me here. Go check out Jay Diamond. I'm sure he's going to be live here shortly if he's not already. And you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I will see you on YouTube at 6:45 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Time. Website, I will be back as always, like clockwork at 6:45 in the morning, ready to go with you to catch some more runners. And TikTok, I'll be on at 7:30. 7:30. And we'll get you guys up to speed on what we've been doing on the website. So you guys are welcome to join us on the website. More than welcome. Go to wolfpackcommunity.com. wolfpackcommunity.com. And subscribe to the live trading and join us every single morning for these runners. We'd love to have you. So you guys have a beautiful day, and I'm going to get out of here and go check on my automobile. So until then, have a blessed day.